Hi, hello everyone. Hi to all my legends and warriors in the classroom. I know that you all are having a smiley face, right? Okay, I obviously know that. Why? Because you all might be had an amazing weekend, isn't it? And here we are on Sunday and ready to learn a lot of things, isn't it? Yes, sir. Bilkul, we all are ready. Everyone, tell me. Yes. So this is Ameer, your physics educator at Unacademy, and you know what you have to do. क्या करना आप लोगों को? हाँ, जल्दी से जल्दी give me an amazing thumbs up if you all can see me and hear me, and let me see how much is the energy in the classroom and how much you all excited are for learning new things from this particular session. Everyone, go for it. Hi Nidhi, I can see that complete energy from Nidhi. Then we have Sneha. Hi, ready Sneha? Very good, good to know that. Others, everyone make the class so much energetic. Go for it. Yes, Neha, I can see your thumbs up. I can see that smiling faces. Where are the rest of my legends and warriors? I want the energy. I want the energy. It's your responsibility because it's Monday, isn't it? The very first day of our week. Let's say that, okay, for hi Hushbu, hi Sonia. So hi and hello to everyone in the classroom. And in today's session, mainly we'll be doing more and more questions from electrostatics so that we can prepare ourselves for the upcoming exams, right? Which means the term 1 exam for CBSE is going to be in the multiple choice question format, right? We can also prepare ourselves for the JEE exam and NEET exams, right? So this is what we are entirely going to do. I hope you all will be ready, and here you are with a pen and a paper, I think, to solve maximum number of questions in the classroom, isn't it? Yes, I suppose. Okay, thank you so much. Now, many of you will be thinking, sir, we are seeing you for the very first time. Give us a very small introduction, isn't it? So yes, myself Ameer, I have an experience of more than 3.5 years in the field of teaching. I'm a BTech graduate from an IT Calicut in mechanical engineering. I mentored, taught many students, and they are doing so good in their life. This is all about me. And this is the schedule for the batches which I am taking for this particular month till 17th, right? So for Legends batch, today will be the very last class for alternating current, and tomorrow we'll be having the Menti session, and then we'll have EM waves, one shot, and ray optics. Okay. Then for various batch, you can see work per energy is going on. Then we'll start with rotation. Okay, you can note down the dates. And Legends batch will be happening at 10 p.m. every day from Monday to Friday, and various batch at 8 p.m. Okay, so those who want to learn and prepare yourself, be there in the batches at the right time. Then so many amazing educators are there in the YouTube platform of Unacademy Class 11th and 12th, right? Don't you want to get updates of all the classes that is happening from these educators? So it'll be a better idea, an amazing idea, to be a part of the Telegram channel. The link is given right here. Okay. Bugs Bounty program. How many of you know what this is? This is an amazing way to grab as many prizes as possible. What you'll have to do, small simple task. You can go to the description, there you'll find a form. If you're finding any inappropriate content with the Unacademy team or with the videos uploaded by Unacademy team, you can report it. The prizes will be on your way if it is valid. Wow, sir, wow, that's an amazing thing. Now, regarding the Unacademy subscription, right? So why we all teachers is asking you to be a part of Unacademy family. It's very simple. I'll just give you a briefing in 2 minutes, right? In Unacademy platform, we all teachers will be teaching you with a proper schedule targeting JEE exam, NEET exam, and the board exam, which means everything, whatever topics we cover, everything is going to be in proper order, and you can track every single topics we have covered in our classroom, which means learning will be so simple. आसान हो जाएगा आपके लिए. Then you know that so many amazing educators, top educators of the country is there in the Unacademy platform. Okay, you can get a chance to talk to them, get some mentoring from them, get some advices from them, which means that student-teacher bonding can be made. And with that bonding, it will be a great inspiration for you also to learn in the best way possible, right? Study materials will be given to you so that you don't have to roam around looking for books. And a practice test and live test series will make you more and more confident and will bring out the best in you. For all these amazing features, you should be going for Plus subscription. For 12 months, it will cost you 1,250 per month, and for 24 months, it will cost you 1,042 per month. चाहिए ना आप लोगों को डिस्काउंट, है ना? बोल दे हाँ सर चाहिए हमको. So don't forget this code AMB10. Okay, so I think it'll be a best time to be a part of an academy family as soon as possible. Why I'm saying that this is the best time? Because you have got enough months to prepare. If you start preparing now with your academy family, everything is going to be super awesome, let's say. Okay, so give it a thought. It'll be the wise decision that you can make at this right time. Then regarding the iconic subscription, this is a subscription where you can have a lot of features while you learn with an academy, such as personal mentor. A person will be there to help you related to your academic activities throughout 24/7, right? Live doubt solving classes will help you clear your doubts, and we teachers will be coming live and will be clearing your doubts. Weekly reports will help you find out your performances, help you find out your weak topics, help you improve those weak topics, because only by improving those weak topics, you can improve yourself and your marks. For all these amazing features, for 12 months it will cost you 2,333, and for 24 months it will cost you 2,000 per month. Discount, Hana? I know that you all will be asking for that. So for 10% of discount from the above mentioned price, please use a code AMB10, and Turan se Turan, Jaldi ke Jaldi, everyone please, you can be a part of an academy, right? And if you are going to make the subscription before 13th of September, right, you'll be getting 4 months free with a 12-month subscription, and with 24-month subscription, you'll get 6 months free. All these amazing offers, if you want to grab, be a part of an academy family as soon as possible, right? Yes, that's it. Let me look into the vibe and the energy in the chat box. Let me see how much excited you all are to learn and to do more and more and more number of multiple choice questions. Yes, Sherni, after a very long time, isn't it? Yeah. Where were you? What happened? Hi Nidhi. Okay. Hi Sana, good evening. So everyone is with full of energy. All my amazing warriors and legends are there in the classroom, full energy, right? So what do you all say? Is it time to start with the very first question? Is it time? And are you all confident that, yes sir, we are going to give the answer even before you? How many of you think that, yes, before me giving me the answer, you will be posting the answer in the chat box? How many of you think? Hi Archie. Yes, you do think that, Komal. Okay. So I think this is the right time. Let us start with the very first question. Okay. So I'll be collecting questions from here and there. Here onda. Okay, so let us start with the very first question here. Let's go and hit it. 2 point P and Q, okay, are maintained at the potential of 10 volt and minus 4 volt respectively. The question is the work done in moving 100 electron from the point P to Q. Okay, you got a question. What should be your first thought? How can I find out the work done? How will you find out the work done? Because the information is only given related to potential. Is there any equation which connects work done and potential? सोच ले, हाँ बिल्कुल, there is a formula. Work done is equal to the change in potential energy. What is it? Work done is equal to the work done by external force is equal to change in potential energy. Work done by the conservative force was negative change in potential energy. Okay, yes. So this is equal to change in potential energy. How will you write? Charge into change in potential, isn't it? हाँ, तो अभी I think now it became बहुत आसान है ना, बहुत सिंपल हो गया ना अभी. Change in potential energy is equal to charge into change in potential. बस we already have learned that from the chapter. What is a charge? बोल दे. It is 100 electron. कितना है? It's not 1 electron, 100 electrons. What is the charge of 1 electron? 1.6 into 10 power minus 19. Am I correct? Am I correct? Is it 1.6 into 10 power minus 19? Wrong. It's electron. Use कर ले, दिमाग use कर ले. It comes with negative sign. So negative 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 is the charge of 1 electron. Here we have 100 electrons. कितना है? We have 100 electrons. बस multiplied by potential difference, that is equal to final potential, right, from P to Q. So final potential is VQ minus VP. So rearranging, minus 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 into 100 is 10 power minus 17. Potential at the point Q is given, dekh le, it's given as minus 4. Can you all see? Yes sir, बिल्कुल है ना. और क्या? Then we have the potential at the point Q also, it is 10. So for potential difference VQ minus VP, that is minus 4 minus at P we have 10. This is minus 14 minus into ये minus काट कर सकता है ना, cancel चुम चुम. और क्या? So we'll have the positive answer. So this become 1.6 into, this is a 14 into 10 power minus 17. Okay, so we'll get 1.6 into 14 as 22.4. So by writing it as 2.24, we'll have to write as 10 power minus 16 bus, and unit of work joule. So which option we have? We have the option C. मिल गया तो मिल गया, इतना ही है. Anybody have given the answer? वाह वाह निधि, ये तो बिल्कुल बढ़िया बात है. Nidhi has given the answer. Komal has given the answer. Then we have Archie has given me the answer. Sneha, please do recheck. It is not option D, it's C. Okay, C for cat, meow. Okay, all my amazing legends and warriors are keeping on giving me the answer. Badhiya baat hai, bahut badhiya. Shall we do the next problem? If you all are ready. Josh hai na? Macha dega sir, bol de. Okay, now you know that for the term 1 examination for our CBSE, right, there are assertion and reason type questions. Don't you want to know how to do those kind of questions also? Let's find out. Sonia, please do watch the replay. Okay, so here we go for the next question. Let us read the first statement. For a charged particle moving from the point P to Q, the net work done by an electrostatic field on the particle is independent of the path connecting from point P to Q, right? First, tell me what kind of force is experienced on the charged particle in an electrostatic field? Electrostatic force, right? What do you call this electrostatic force as? It is a conservative force, isn't it? Electrostatic force is a conservative force. What are the properties of conservative forces? Conservative forces are independent of the path between 2 points, right? Whatever may be the path taken for doing the work, right? It is independent of the path we choose. Yes or no? Yes sir, bilkul. So the same is being given here. Electrostatic force, which is a conservative force, right? The work done by this conservative force is independent of the path taken. It depends only on the initial and final position. So bilkul sahi hai the first statement, hai na? हाँ sir, bilkul. Now let us look into the second. The net work done by a conservative force, okay, the net work done by a conservative force on an object moving along a closed path is 0. True or false? That is also true. That is another property of conservative force. If a conservative force is doing a work on a body, right, the work done in a closed loop is equal to 0, right? Which means the statement 1 is correct. The statement 2 is also correct. But is a statement 2 a correct explanation? No. Statement 2 is not telling that electrostatic force is a conservative force. If that was the second statement, yes, second statement was the actual reason for the statement 1, right? But it is not explaining. It is both different statements are given. Both are true to themselves, but it is not explaining the other, right? So which option? 1 is true, 2 is true. Statement 2 is not the correct explanation for statement 1, है ना? तो हमारा उत्तर हो गया ऑप्शन बी. बस देख ले, if you know the concepts to its depth, कितना आसान हो जाएगा. How easy will be to give the answers. Anybody gave the answer? A for Ameer sir. So please do recheck. It will be option B, right? Because it is not giving the correct explanation. Both are true statements, isn't it? Yes. So next, है ना? I think you all are yelling. All my amazing legends are yelling. Sir, go for the next question. We want to do as many questions as possible. मेरा भैया मेरा CBSE बोर्ड पे सिलेक्शन हो गया. वाह वाह वाह, बढ़िया बात है. Okay, good. Congrats, Sophia. आप मेरा फैन हो सुनील, बहुत बढ़िया. Thank you. So ready for the next question? हाँ, बल्ले बल्ले, with full of जोश. Here we go with an amazing smile. ठीक है. two capacitors, we have C1 and C2, are charged to 120 volt and 200 volt respectively. Let's draw this figure separately because this is a very important question, right? This is a first capacitor, right? Its capacitance is C1. You know how to find out the charge on them. The charge on the first capacitor or any capacitor is given by charge is equal to capacitance into voltage across them, isn't it? What is the voltage across the first? 120. So charge is equal to C into V. So here V is equal to 120 and capacitance is C1. So the charge on the very first capacitor is equal to 120 C1. है ना? ठीक है. Let us go for the next capacitor. What is given there? It is given that its capacitance is C2 and it is charged to a voltage of 200. है ना? Can you all see? हाँ sir, बिल्कुल. That is also. Now, if you know the capacitance and the voltage across them, can't I find out the charge across them? हाँ बिल्कुल. Formula C into V. What is the voltage? 200 and its capacitance is C2. So you got the charge on the second capacitor also. ठीक है. What is given? It is found that by connecting them together, the potential on each of them can be made zero. Then, what are we going to do? Two capacitors, Anna, with capacitance of C1 and C2. We are connecting these two capacitors together. When these capacitors are connected together, the potential across them is becoming zero. The potential across both of them is becoming zero. If this is true, what is the relationship between C1 and C2? ठीक है? Let us understand. Let's see how this can be done. If potential, or let me write the equation for potential, V equal to Q by C, general equation for potential, right? So if V equal to 0, what will also be equal to 0? Charge. Which means if the potential on each of these capacitors is becoming 0, it means the charge on each of these capacitors is becoming 0. How can this be 0? How can the charges on both the capacitors be 0 once we connect both of them together? How? I'll give you an example. Let's say before connecting, the charge on capacitance was plus 5 coulomb. Before connecting, the charge on capacitance C2 was minus 5 coulomb. Once you connect these two capacitors, what will happen? The charges will rearrange themselves, and if these two charges rearrange, how much will it be? Plus 5 plus minus 5 coulomb. These two charges add up to give a value of 0. Yes or no? बिल्कुल सही है ना? हाँ, the same thing we can apply here, which means if the total potential has to be 0, charge has to be 0. If the net charge after redistribution has to be 0, it is only possible, right, if the charge on the first capacitor was equal and opposite to the charge on the second, which means by magnitude, both of them should be having the same charge. Bus, magnitude of Q1 should be equal to Q2 so that they will add up and cancel off. That's it. What was charge Q1? We already have written 120 C1. 120 C1 is equal to how much? What is Q2? Q2 is equal to 200 C2. So 200 C2. So this became 3 C1 is equal to 5 C2. Arre, itna simple question. Itna simple question. Hi Pavan, we have so many new students. Week YouTube. Hi, good evening Pavan. So is this question clear to everyone? Samajh mein aa gaya? Do you think that yes, I got a new concept? Being here for the next past 20 minutes, do you think that you got some amount of new concepts and the method by which questions can be done? I know that most of you are having the trouble of solving the problems, right? The starting trouble, how to start a questions. How many of you have this? How many of you have this starting trouble? Okay, we don't know how to. Once you read a question, you will be completely blank. From where to start, how to start, which all are the formulas to be used. है ना? Pavan, good morning. Okay, आंखें खुलकर देख. The sun is actually setting. वो उड़ नहीं रहा है. Okay, no issues, no issues. हो गया तो हो गया. Concept तो हो गया. Okay, तो next question के लिए here we go. I hope you all know थोड़ा integration, right? For doing this question, you need the integrations. So देख ले, let's see. Here we go. A charge Q is uniformly distributed over a long rod AB. Can you see the rod AB? Of length L as shown. The electric potential at point O, can you see this point O? At a distance L from the end. From this end, you have a point O which is at a distance L. The question is, what is the potential at this particular point? कर सकता है? कर सकता है? I'll tell you. I'll give you some of the important points a question can be done. Let's say I have a charge Q, right? A point charge at a distance of x from it, right? If someone is asking to find the potential, formula kya hai? What is the formula for potential? 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 q divided by x. Everyone knows this, right? Yes sir, bilkul hum kya. We all know this. Now what we have is not a single point charge. We are having a charge which is distributed over a complete length of L, and we want to find out the potential at a point, right? Let's call it as O, which is at a distance of L from the end A. Anybody have an idea how to do this? किसी को idea है क्या? How to do this? It's very simple. Use the same concept. Which concept? Which concept use करना है? You have to use this same concept, which means the potential produced by a point charge at a distance x is 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 q by x, right? So you all will be thinking, sir, we can't see a point charge. Instead, we are having a rod where charge is distributed uniformly over the entire rod. What will we do? What I am going to do is, I'm going to take a very small portion from that rod. Okay, let's say it is having a width of dx, a small dx width, and it is having a charge of dq. What is dq? A very small charge which is over that small length of dx. इधर तक समझ में आ गया? कोई गड़बड़ नहीं है ना? Okay, now what will I do? Now what will I do is, you can consider this small portion of charge as a point charge. Okay, and let us find out the potential produced by this point charge at the point O, which is at a distance of x from it. How much will be the formula, or what will be the formula? The small potential dV will be equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 charge by x. Here what is the charge? dq. dq divided by, what is the distance from it? It is x. Bas. If you have understood this much, the problem is done. Now it is only mathematics what is left. Okay, shall we continue? कोई problem नहीं है ना? कोई problem नहीं है. Okay, so let us continue. This is the small potential. Okay, how will you find out the entire potential? We have to add up the potential produced by each and every small charges. Add up, add up, add up, add up, add up. And that operator we call it as, yes, we call it by the name of, I can't hear. Yes, integration. We have to do the integration here. Okay, yes. So let us do the integration. 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 will come outside. Okay, what is dq? The small charge. Now, how am I going to write the small charge dq? Listen, you know that the total charge is q. What is q? The total charge. So what is q by L? Q by L is a charge per unit length. So how will you find out the charge for a very small width of dx, charge per unit length into the length of the portion where we want to find out the charge? So that is q by L into dx. So what can I substitute for this dq? What can I substitute? Yes, we can substitute it as q by L into dx. But what is remaining? X or integrate kar le. Okay, the same integration. What we are integrating? X value. Isn't it? X value is being integrated and x changes from the edge A to the edge B because the charge is distributed between the points A and B, isn't it? And we are finding out the potential produced by all the charges between the points A and B. So the minimum value of x will be L and the maximum value of x will be L plus L to L. So from where to where integrate करना है? L to 2L integrate कर ले. बस इतना ही है. हाँ? L for dog, D for dog. Okay. Now shall we continue? It's very simple. Now 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 q by L. What is integral dx by dx? How many of you know? It is ln x, है ना? So continuing 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 q by L integral dx by x. I am writing ln x with the lower limit of L and upper limit of 2L, right? So continuing, 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 charge by length ln. First logarithm will take the upper limit ln 2L, right? Minus, then logarithm will take the lower limit. Log A minus log B. What is log A minus log B? You all have learned in your first year, right? Log A by B, that is 2L by L. LL cancel. What it remains is ln2. Then 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 q by L. उत्तर तो मिल गया, है ना? So 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 q by L ln2. So everyone is telling that, sir, it's the option D. Let us check whether it is the option D or what. Yes, bilkul sahi hai. How many of you have given? Pal has given me the answer as ln x, integral 1 by x dx. Very good, Pal. D for donkey. Nidhi is so cute. Look at the word she has used, D for doll. Then Komal has log A by B. Yes, nalla baat hai. है ना? So Nidhi, हाँ मिल गया. Okay, so I hope everyone understood. Sanchana, yes, it is option D, right? So I hope it is clear till this part. No more issues. So which are we going to start next? Next class, I know that we all are preparing for the competitive examinations also, right? So next we'll be starting with kinematics. Okay, it will be helpful for 11th standard students and 12th standard who is preparing for competitive examinations, right? Okay, so everyone is ready for the very next question. So let's do it. Why we have to wait? Next, here we go. So let us start. Assume that an electric field, what is given? Electric field दे दिया है, electric field दे दिया है, ठीक है? Electric field is 30x square I cap, exists in space. Then the potential difference VA minus V naught, where V naught is a potential at the origin and VA is a potential at x is equal to 2 meter. How will you find out the potential difference VA? Oh, formula we already know, by hearted formula, or those who are in my class, I already have taught you. What's the formula? That is equal to negative integral of E dot dx. है या नहीं? Didn't I teach you? बोल दे. हाँ सर पक्का, आप तो ज़रूर, है ना? You did that, sir. So ठीक है. तो let us continue. Negative of integral. What is E? Electric field. 30x square. And what is dx? The small change. Keep it as dx itself. So इधर का variable कौन है? Variable कौन है? Inside the integration. Yes, it is x. And x is changing from where to where? From where to where? From 0 to 2, isn't it? So from 0 to 2 we have to integrate, because it is a potential difference found out between the points VA and V naught, right? V naught is a point at 0 and VA is a point at x is equal to 2. Bas, ho gaya. Minus 30 is a constant, right? What is integral x raised to n dx? Those who forgot integration, x raised to n plus 1 by n plus 1, है ना? Similarly, 30 if it comes to out, x square dx ka integral, x raised to 2 plus 1, that is x cube by 3, है ना? With a lower limit of 0 and upper limit of 2. So how much is this gonna come? This is equal to 30 by 3 is minus 10. If x takes the upper limit of 2, it is 2 cube, that is 8. 8 into 10 is 80 with a negative sign. Minus 80, right? Yes, that much of volt. That much of volt. So it is not joule. So please do update with volt, right? Because it is a potential difference is the question. So it is option C. Anybody gave the answer? C, Nidhi, very good. I'll be quiet for the next 1 minute. Prayer is happening from the mosque, okay? 1 minute. Okay, so that question is done. Everyone have the same problem of knowing the theory but not able to do the numerical, right? How to overcome that? It comes, right? Because only by practice you are going to improve, so keep on practicing. That's why I have made this MCQ series, so that you can do some questions along with me, and try not to stop here, right? So try to do more and more and more number of problems after the class also. Bus, that's enough. So that will give you enough confidence. You will be more thorough with the concept, and you will be more thorough with the way to approach and how to start doing a problem. If you're clear about all these things, aise aa jayega all the answers to the questions. Okay, so kuch gadbad nahi ho jayega, so it will come. You don't have to worry about it, right? Okay, so please stay patient and just do your work. Okay, consistently do your work, right? You will start doing, and you will start giving answers to all the questions. Bas, so I think you all have understood the previous question. Ready for the next? हाँ, जल्दी से जल्दी बोल दे. Okay, yes, practice, Pal knows the answer. Thank you. Okay, Sneha. So yes, let's move and proceed. Sophia, thank you so much for your amazing words. Okay, so here we go. A parallel plate capacitor is made of two circular plates separated by a distance of 5 millimeter and a dielectric constant of 2.2 between them, right? So we have a parallel plate capacitor, right? When the electric field in the dielectric is 3 into, it is not 1 not 4, the electric field is 3 into 10 power 4, right, volt per meter. The charge density of the positive plate will be close to. What is the question? Right? The electric field is given, right? The charge density of the positive plate will be close to. Now, what is the formula for electric field in the dielectric? How many of you know? How many of you know what is the equation for electric field in the dielectric? So let us start step by step. Those who don't know how to start a problem, right, I'll tell you. Here an information is given, electric field value, right? So first go for the equation for electric field. What's the formula? That is equal to, everyone will yell out, sigma by epsilon 0, the electric field between two parallel plate capacitors. But here there is a change, there is a dielectric. So instead of epsilon 0, it is K times epsilon 0. What is K? The dielectric constant, right? Okay. Now, if you know this equation, don't you think the answer is already in your hand? Yes, obviously. Start substituting for all the values. What is E? That is 3 into 10 power 4. What is sigma? Sigma is the one which we are supposed to find out. Yes, what is K? The dielectric constant. Search in the equation, it is given as 2.2. Done. Then what is else given? You don't have to be given with epsilon naught. You should be knowing the value for epsilon naught. Value 8.85 into 10 power minus 12. How will you get sigma? Should I be telling you how to get sigma right now also? बोल दे बिल्कुल नहीं सर, you just have to do the cross multiplication. देख ले, इसको cross multiply कर ले, and how much you are gonna get? Sigma is equal to, almost you will be getting a value around 6 into 10 power minus 7. Actually it comes around 5.8, but you can approximate to get a value of 6 into 10 power minus 7. Option हो गया. So many have given me the value for epsilon naught. Sneha, very good. Yes, Sana, very good. It's option A. Amazing, very good. KQ by R, Nidhi, that is a formula for potential, isn't it? Okay, so we have Sanjana also gave the answer. Yes, Komal, A for and. That's good. Sneha, Pal, VK. A4, is there any other things? Usually we use with Apple, I know. Anyway, I hope the question is clear, right? So let's move and let's do the next question. Thoda tough hai, which means you should be thorough with all the concepts, then only you'll be able to do it. But no worries, right? Ameer sir is here, physics is here, you all are here. We all are ready to do work hard also, right? So let's do it. Question. A combination of capacitors is set up as shown in the figure. Done. The magnitude of the electric field due to a point charge Q, right, having a charge equal to the sum of the charges on 4 farad and 9 microfarad capacitors. Can you see this? 4 microfarad and 9 microfarad. We are supposed to find out the charges on them. Let's say that it is Q1 and let's say this is Q2. It is okay, at a point distant 30 meter from it. The basic question is, right, to find out the electric field. Electric field produced by what? By a charge Q. Okay, and the definition of Q is given as Q is a charge on 4 microfarad and 9 microfarad. Here we have given the examples as Q1 and Q2, right? So what are the charges on 4 and 9? According to what we have given, the symbols are Q1 and Q2. So capital Q का value कितना हो जाएगा? Q1 plus Q2. And the question is the electric field produced by capital Q. What is the formula? 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0. The charge Q divided by square of the distance, right? 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 value we know. The distance is given, R is equal to 30. The only unknown is capital Q. But we know that capital Q ka value Q1 plus Q2 hai. Isn't it? Yes sir, bilkul. Capital Q is equal to Q1 plus Q2. Now how to find out this Q1 and Q2? It's very simple. If you know really about solving the circuit of capacitors, so it is a very small thing, right? Let us redraw the diagram in the next and let us proceed, right? So this is actually our, right, the figure, and across this we are providing an 8 volt. This is a 4 microfarad, this is a 9 microfarad, this is 3 microfarad, and this is 8. Okay, now let us see how to find out this Q1 value and this Q2 value. Okay, so let's start. शुरू करेगा बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. Which color will we use? Red use करेगा थोड़ा. हाँ, थोड़ा सा red use करेगा. Now, first what I'm going to find out is the total charge across or between these points. How will I find out the total charge? The total charge across these points Q can be found out as the total capacitance across the points. Let's call the points as A and B. Okay, total capacitance into total potential across them. Is finding the potential across the points A and B, is it a big task? बिल्कुल नहीं. देख ले, across the points A and B, what is the potential being applied? It is 8. So it is not a big task. Put it as 8 here. Now finding the equivalent capacitance also, it's not a very big deal. You already know, you are very thorough with finding out the equivalent value of resistance, hai na? Right. Now let's see how to find out the equivalent value of capacitance. Two capacitors 3 and 9 connected in parallel. What is the formula? In parallel, it is just opposite to that of resistors. In parallel, it is C1 plus C2, which means 9 plus 3. This will be equal to how much? 12, right? So C equivalent of these two. Okay, C equivalent of these two is a 12. Now how to find out the total capacitance across the points A and B? This is having 12 and this is in 4. How 12 and 4 are connected? देख ले अच्छे से, series में connected है. Okay, that 12 and 4, can you see this 12 and 4? 12 is the equivalent of 3 and 9 and 4 are connected in series. Formula, their C equivalent is equal to how much? C1 into C2 by C1 plus C2. I'm writing the basic equations. What is C1? It's 4. C2 is 12. C1 plus C2 is 4 plus 12, 16. How much will this be? 4 and 16. 4, 12 by 4, this is 3. So the total capacitance is 3 microfarad between the points A and B. So CAB. Understood? So C equivalent, I'm going to write it as 3 microfarad. So the total charge became 8 into 3, 24 microfarad Q. What is Q? The total charge passing through this particular circuit Q. मिल गया तो मिल गया. First answer we got, right? Are we gonna stop here? बिल्कुल नहीं. We have so much to learn and find out. How will I find out Q1? Alright, Q1 and Q are equal. Whatever the charge flowing through the circuit, the same is the charge passing through the first capacitance. Can you see this Q1? So Q is equal to Q1, right? So Q1 is equal to Q, that is 24 microfarad. So Q1 ka value, so we got it. First part is done. Next is finding out the value for Q2. ये कैसे करेगा? ये कैसे करेगा? This can be found out by finding out the potential across it, right? Let's call the potential across it as V2. So charge across that is equal to capacitance across that. What is the capacitance? 9 microfarad, right? Multiplied by the potential across V2, which we don't know. So for finding Q2, what we need is V2. कैसे कैसे करेगा V2 का find out? How to find out this V2? You know that total potential across AB कितना है? What is the total potential? It's 8. And that is dropped as V1 and V2, isn't it? V1 will be dropped across a first capacitor, and across a combination of these two, V2 will be dropped. Yes or no? है ना? If you want, we can write the total potential V equal to V1 plus V2. Total potential is equal to how much? It's given as total potential is 8, as you can see. Total potential is 8 is equal to V1 plus V2. Okay. V2 can be found out if you have V1. Any method by which we can find out V1? हाँ देख ले, V1 can be found out. You have the capacitance, you have the charge across it Q1. So V1 is equal to Q1 divided by its potential, that is equal to 4 microfarad. Isn't it? Q1 का value कितना है? Is it there? Do we know the value of Q1? Of course, we know the value of Q1. That's 24. We have found out some moments before. 25 by 4. कितना हो गया? 6 volt. So substituting V1 is equal to 6. That is 6 plus V2. So V2 is equal to how much? 8 minus 6. Start scratching. 8 minus 6 is equal to 2 volt. Which means the voltage across this capacitance is equal to V2 is equal to 2 volt. If you know that, substitute here. Q2 is equal to 9 V2. 9 into 2, 9 2s are 18 microfarad. Okay. Now you have the value for Q1. Now you also have the value for Q2. Can't you find out capital Q? I hope you haven't forgot what was our actual intention. Our actual intention was to find out capital Q. That was Q1 plus Q2. What is Q1? What is Q1? Q1 is 24. Q2 is 18. What is Q1 plus Q2? How much it is? 24 plus 18 is equal to how much? 42. 24 plus 18, 42 mil gaya. So capital Q is equal to 42 microfarad. And what was the very last question? Final question was to find out the electric field. 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q by R square. That is 9 into 10 power 9. Charge is 42 into 10 power minus 6. And R is 30, right? 30 square. So let us recheck again. Is R 30? Yes. And what is the final answer you are going to get? You will be getting an answer of मिल गया तो मिल गया 480 मिल गया. देख ले 480 is the final answer, which means the option sorry, not 480, it's 420. Oh my god, it is 420 is the answer. Okay, which is option C. Okay, yes, Kavita is speaking Hindi. लेकिन हिंदी में एच नहीं है. आज भी नहीं आ रहा अच्छे से. So, is it clear? Is the concept clear? We did a question. Is it fine? Everyone understood? जल्दी से बोल दे, जल्दी से बोल दे. I can't see that energy which legends used to give me all the time. Where is that fun, amazing, beautiful, awesome legends who was always energetic, who always wanted to get the answers for all the questions? So we have Nidhi who gave me the answer. Very good, Nidhi. It's C only, it's C only. Yes, it's C, it's 420. Yes, I have updated the answer, right? Yes, it's C. Sanchana, yes. Pal, Komal, yes. बिल्कुल सही है, बिल्कुल सही है. It's option C only. सर A and B कैसे लेट किया आप? मतलब Okay, so I think it's time for the next question. Okay, so this is I'll say that this is a simple a common sense wala question, which means you have to mainly use your brilliance actually, right? You don't have to know that much of concepts. You obviously you should be knowing the concept, but more than concept you should be having thoda problem solving skills, right? You'll understand. Let's understand this. A capacitance of 2 farad is required in an electrical circuit, which means the equivalent capacitance should be 2 farad, right? Across a potential difference of, which means the total potential should be equal to how much? 1 kilovolt or 1000 volt, right? So this should be the total output from a circuit. Okay, so this is the requirement. A large number of 1 farad capacitors are available which can withstand a potential difference of not more than 300, which means if you take a single capacitor, right, of 1 farad, the maximum voltage it can be dropped across is 300. So the question, the minimum number of capacitors required to achieve this, achieve what? To achieve an equivalent capacitance of 2 farad and a voltage drop of, okay, how much? 1000 volt. How is this particular thing possible? Okay, let's start doing, or let's start connecting all the large number of 1 farad capacitors are available, but across each of these capacitors 300 volt is only possible. So how can you make a combination where 1000 volt is possible? Can I connect 2 capacitors? If I connect 2 capacitors, how much voltage can be dropped? 300 plus 300, right? The total potential across each is 300. So if you connect 2, so 300 plus 300, it became 600. Now if I connect one more, now how much it became? 300 plus 300 plus 300. It became 900. So can it withstand 1000? No. It should be a combination where the system should be able to withstand at least 1000. So I should be going for the fourth one. Now if I go for the fourth one, the total potential that can be dropped across, or the maximum voltage that can be dropped, is 1200. So my question is, will the system be sufficient to drop a potential of 1000 volt? Yes, it will be possible. No damages will be happening to the system because the maximum voltage that can be dropped across is 1200. So if it can be dropped, if 1200 can be dropped, right, obviously 1000 volt is also possible, right, which means a value lesser than that, so it will not damage the system. But there was one more requirement. भूल गए ना आप लोग? It is a 2 farad. लेकिन here we have series connected 4 1 farad capacitors. So the equivalent capacitance, how will you find in series? 1 by C equivalent is equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3 plus 1 by C4. Here it is 1 itself. So 1 by 1 plus 1 by 1 plus 1 by 1 plus 1 by 1. So how much it became? 1 by 4, right? So this is all this will become 4. 1 by C equivalent. So C equivalent will become 1 by 4, right? C equivalent will become 1 by 4 if you give the value for C as 1. Okay, this will add up to 4. This is 1 by C equivalent. If you take the inverse, it is 1 by 4. But we don't need 1 by 4. What we need? We need the value of 2 farad. So how is it possible? Let's say each are having a capacitance of C. Let us take each are having a capacitance of C. So how much will be the equivalent in that case? 1 by C plus 1 by C plus 1 by C plus 1 by C. How much is it? 4 by C. The question is, question kya hai? The equivalent capacitance should be equal to how much? 2. So let us substitute that. So 1 by 2 is equal to 4 by C. So what should be the value of C? That is 4 2s are 8. Which means each of these capacitors or this combination should be having 8 farad. But given in the question that it is only 1 farad. So how can you make into an 8 farad combination of capacitors? Array bilkul simple hai. Do you know how? Array connect 8 across each of them. Do you have one capacitance, right? Across this connect 8 of them. Connect kar le 8 of them. So once you connect 8 capacitors in parallel, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, one more, right? How much is the capacitance? C1 plus, C2 plus, C3 plus, C4, C5, C6, C7, C8. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus, this becomes 8. And whole together we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Across each there will be 8, 8, 8. So total, how much of capacitors are required? 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8. How much? 32 is required. So that we can have a potential drop of 1000, right? And what will be the equivalent value of capacitance in this case? As we already have found out, it will be 2 farad. That's it. Okay? Yes? Is it clear till this part, everyone? How many of you feel like, we have learned a lot of concept from electrostatics by doing as many problems as possible? How many of you think? Jaldi se bolte, I'm looking into the chat box. I'll update you, Sudeshna, okay, regarding the notes. So understood all the concepts and the questions till this part, everyone in the class? Where will you get the PDF of the session? I'll compile all the PDFs and I'll be updating in the group, right? In the Unacademy class 11th and 12th group, I'll be updating there. Okay. So is it clear? Is it a yo from everyone? Now I have to tell you that there is a class happening exactly at 10 o'clock for alternating current, right? AC class will be there at 10 p.m. How many of you are going to be there? How many of you are going to be there for a 10 p.m. alternating current class? Right, those who want to learn, this is the very last class. We'll be making a quick revision of the alternating current also. We'll be talking about transformers, then we'll also be learning about, or which means we'll also be having a very quick recap and revision of the entire chapter of alternating current. So don't miss. It's an amazing way, right, to learn many of the concepts of alternating current at 10 p.m. So I'm expecting every one of you. Okay. Now, how many of you know that there is a special class happening in the Unacademy platform? Okay. And more than that, how many of you know that the special classes are entirely free? Those who don't know, let me tell you, yes, this classes which is happening in Unacademy app, which is the special classes, are entirely free. Okay. What are the benefits of being a part of this special class other than being at YouTube? Because once you are here in the special classes, right, there will be a live interactive chat, which means you can actually chat with me. You'll be thinking that it is also available in YouTube. There will be separate questions tab where you can post your doubts, where I'll be answering that. Then there will be live poll option, which means the quizzes will be there. Okay, and for every quizzes we will be able to find out who gave the answers fastest, right? Who is actually the winner of the entire session. Leaderboard will be there. It's going to be so much amazing, right? So this is a special class from my side. From my side is happening on this Wednesday. One class is at 4:30, another class is at 6 p.m. Okay, the topics are gravitation, right? We'll be talking about the important concept, multiple choice questions and everything at 4:30, and 6 p.m. we'll be doing the part of how many of you know regarding torque? We'll be talking about torque and angular momentum. Okay, at 6 p.m. on which day? This coming Wednesday. So I'm expecting maximum participation so that you can learn this gravitation and torque for free. Those who haven't been a part of Unacademy, jaldi se jaldi you can go to the which means in the Play Store, download this Unacademy app. Okay, log in, and if you go to the top left corner, you will be seeing a menu button. Click on it and click on special and click on the invite code. So the invite code you have to type for being a part of the special class for free is AMB10. So use this invite code and be a part of it. So thank you so much, and I have already updated you regarding the offer that is going on related to Plus and Iconic subscription. If you make the subscription before 13th, right, you will be getting an extra 4 months free for the 12-month subscription. You will be getting a 6 months free for 24-month subscription. Wow, Isn't that amazing? And along with that, a flat 10% of discount will also be available to you if you apply the code of AMB10. I think this is the right time. You have enough time to prepare for all the upcoming exams if you start now. So don't be late. Jaldi se jaldi aa jaiye. Okay, Nidhi, but no worries. If you are able to attend, you can come and attend the classes. So thank you so much for being a part of the session and making this session so awesome. Those who haven't liked the session, jaldi se jaldi you can start liking the sessions. Those who haven't, jaldi like kar le. Those who haven't liked the session, you can show some love towards Ameer sir, isn't it? You can appreciate whatever is the hard work put forward by all the teachers here. So yes, and thank you so much everyone. We'll be meeting in the next class. So bye bye everyone and take care.